Ready to do this.
I was a little skeptical at first. I figured you had some type of clothing on or, there was some catch to it. I just told myself, hey, you agreed to it. You had plenty of time to think it over. If you're gonna be nervous, you're not gonna do well. If you're gonna be all closed and not want to do a pose, it's not gonna work. I wanted to kind of get outside the box and do some fun and unique. I had some time to think about it, and I thought that, gold might be pretty cool on me. Playing football growing up gave me that workout sense and that I know where I want my body to be, whether, I'm playing baseball or on the beach in the off season or, just sitting at home. I was involved, we actually used 3 out of the 4 poses were my ideas. The Atlas pose, I thought that would be a cool pose, have the world, me holding the world. Tough. Getting the right form and face and make sure my body was right and everything was flexing. I had the weight of the world on me, so it was just tough.
I've taken my shirt off, but pants-wise, that was pretty much the first time.
No posting, no tweeting, no sharing, no telling, no talking.
That was kind of like the first moment you go to college. You have to, shower with all 25 teammates.
I'm assuming this is your first nude shot.
You immediately think about, what would my dad think, what would my mom think. I like the poses that really show the mechanics of pitching and the muscles that I work during pitching. Those are the muscles that I work the hardest on, the back muscles, the shoulder, the small muscles that need to be strong and flexible and healthy in order to have a long career and be able to throw, 100 pitches per outing. I take a lot of pride in the sport that I play and staying healthy, and that's the biggest thing. That goes back to the off season, it goes back to the workouts and eating healthy. Having the opportunity to show that and express the hard work, it means a lot.
You're growing up and you go, I want to be on the front of Wheaties box. I want to be on the front of the Topps card. You want to be on the body issue.
That's all you gotta do. You don't really need weights, you don't.
I had a coach, he always told me, be as sexy as you can in the box. I take a lot of pride in working out. I work as hard as I can off the field as I do on the field, and I enjoy working out a lot. Your lower half, your core, those are the biggest things you need in baseball. I can squat 405, that's one of my favorites, and then I can power clean about 375. I really want to stay as limber as I can, not put on that much weight, but get as ripped as I can. When I work out, I eat about 6 meals a day. In the mornings, I'll do 6 egg whites and 2 full eggs, 2 meals of fish, and then by the end of the night, protein and greens again. I don't care what nobody says, as much as they stay on track, they still eat ice cream and donuts, and I love ice cream. I love donuts.
As a starting pitcher, we are required to be explosive for 1 to 3 seconds. We have about 12 to 15 second break, and then we have to do it again. The objective for me is to give the same appearance on every pitch to the hitter. If I know that you can see either the curveball or the changeup out of my hand, I'm doing you a favor. The perfect path from start to finish throughout a delivery for me would be as close to perfect timing and tempo as possible. Your balance or direction doesn't alter or teeter horizontally, basically in a direct line from myself to my target. The perfect. You hear that glove pop at the bottom of the strike zone, down and away. It's just a perfect transfer of energy at an intense high velocity.
You're not a professional, but you somehow try to get into thinking like one and how the lighting is going to work and how the shot is going to be better. It's a really nice way to kind of admire the athlete's body. You want to become as good as you can be as an athlete, but that's not something that's a goal. So it's kind of outside of the box for me. The workout for me was the shot itself. Just taking all those swings and being like in that half squat position. It's a nice workout. That's gonna be definitely a teasing point for the guys to pick on me, but it's one of those good things because I think it's gonna be a pretty good picture.
We got an awesome shot right away at the beginning, kind of a side volley. I was in the air, the sky in the background. That was a nice confidence builder right at the beginning, and it was encouraging to go through the rest of the day because I saw how good they looked. Oh, God, that is not warm. A few throw-ins, which is kind of cool because it stretches your body, elongates it, and I think with the lighting and everything, they made it look pretty cool. You get to appreciate the human body and the athlete's body. It's nice to be a part of the Body magazine family, so to speak. You see all these top athletes that have done it, so it's cool to be a part of it.
With my body in comparison to how I was my first year now, I think the biggest thing you could start with is just all, growing and maturing. I was 18 at the time. I probably weighed at the time 170 pounds soaking wet. Since then, I've probably put on, at least 20, 25 pounds in the last few years. A lot of guys mess with me because I don't have like biggest legs or butt like a lot of hockey players do. But they joke with me that I'm so fast because my feet are so big. My body fat now is 3.6%. Everyone is freaked out a bit by it on my team. A lot of the guys are 12 to 18. It's not unhealthy, but it's something that's just always been how I am. I think my image on the ice is definitely a player that has a lot of skill and speed. Where I am now and where I want to go is turning out a complete player. And I think I have ways to go, and my meetings with my GM and coaches, that's what we talk about. And they don't want me to be a star in this. They want me to be a superstar. And that's exactly where my heart and mind is.
Tell you what, them Irish genes are good. They've served me well. We are made tough. We are made of steel. My family's lineage, we are warriors. The McGregor clan are famous all through the world for our fighting capabilities. My unpredictability is what separates me, I feel. I move in many ways. If you move in so many ways, your opponent is not focused on what he's doing, he's focusing on what you're doing, and it freezes him. When they freeze and you hit, they shatter like glass.
Ready?
I think timing is the key. Surprise and timing. If you can master those two, you don't necessarily need brute force to put a man down. You place the correct shot at the correct time, you will put a man down. I am just consistent. I continue to show up at the gym. I continue to train.
It's great.
I continue to seek new ways to train, and I continue to grow. I'm just a kid that defied the odds. I'm just a kid that ignored the doubt. I'm just a kid from Crumlin, Dublin, Ireland, that went all the way.
I'm all about taking care of your body. I'm 34 now. My body ain't the same it was when I was 24. When I first got in the NBA, you can eat whatever you want, but now you're starting to understand your body a little more. And it's about, okay, if I put this in my body can perform better. And then it's about understanding training as well. So now it's like, okay, how can I train that's more efficient? When I'm in Miami, I always go to the Soho House, and I go in there, I get my pedicure done, and I get my black toenail polish. And that was one thing, like, I wasn't sure how other people react, and then once I got comfortable with myself, it didn't matter to me anymore. It's what I wanted to do. And then as you start playing sports more, your toenails start turning black anyway, so I'm just putting some shine on them. I've said no for 6, 7 years, And, you know, at this point, I'm saying yes, and I'm excited about the reaction. Just continue to show that, hey, you can do anything you want, man.
Tossing and turning and rolling around, I can't seem to get myself off of the ground. It's hit me real hard, and I don't want to stop now. Tossing and turning and rolling around, I can't seem to get myself off of the ground. Tossing and turning and rolling around, can't seem to get myself off the ground. Tossing and turning and rolling around, can't seem to get myself off the ground.
Met everyone, it was comfortable, I was all good to go. The shot I had the most fun was with hitting the pinata. I had a couple pieces of candy after I nailed that pinata open. I was going to town on it. The photographers were dancing, I was dancing, so everyone was dancing, having a good time. That was my signature spike every time I scored, but the football was extremely big. Oversized football, it was like playing NFL blitz with big football. I already done it many times, Nate. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna have about a week of harassment. It's just gonna be posted all over the locker room, everyone making comments. It's gonna be funny.
To be a good player and to have longevity, you gotta take care of your body. Most guys come in the summer at the best they're gonna be. I like to keep that same level of velocity going during the season so I can maintain and endure. For me, is proper nutrition so you got the fuel to be able to endure for 4 quarters if longer. Looking at myself from internal and external to make sure you can have a longevity.
That's it there. Lean out. There. That.
For a wide receiver, you got to be able to catch the ball first with your eyes.
Fantastic. Hold. Hold.
Great hand placement and taking your nose to the ball. You got to be able to sink your hips and transition weight outside of breaking points. Your whole body got to be in sync with your mind. For whoever get the magazine and see my picture, hopefully be motivated and taking care of their body. Not everybody plays sports, but that don't mean you can't be healthy and take care of your body so you can live a good life, because as we all know, your health is everything.
I already knew that I wore glasses. I had a ducktail. My mom dressed me funny. So it was like, now what you gonna say? I just kind of owned who I was, and that just helped me develop into the person I am today. Sports was always my safe haven. I was a geek off the field, but when I stepped on the field, it was all common ground for everybody. You know, when you're on a football team, whenever you play, if you got some skill, people just accept you for who you are. And they just accepted me for who I was, all my corny jokes and my glasses. I like to relate my game to some of the basketball stars. And when you see LeBron James, Kevin Durant, these guys just don't shoot threes and just dunk the ball. You know, they play offense, defense, and they have a complete game. And I just try to be that type of player on the defensive side of the ball. If I can play offense, you know, Coach Cool would let me play offense, so I do that too. I'm a Ferrari, I gotta be able to go fast every single play. My first step, it really allows me to do everything else in my game. In today's world, if you're unique, it kind of stands out more. So I just try to be myself. There's only one Von Miller, so I just try to be myself to the fullest, you know, keep making plays for my teammates, and, you know, people just kind of overlook the geek stuff.
this. No, it's cool. It's cool. It's all for ESPN. It's all fun, and it also represents just being healthy. And you know, when people see this issue, maybe I can inspire them to go and work out, and you know, just eat right and things like that. Oh, I want to look like Vern.
Once you get out there, it's all fun and games. You know, you relax and you have fun with it, and it's just art. He's getting the correct light and shade, so it's all art. You know, and the body is art. And I just think back when I was in college, you know, when I was an art studio major, how we would have models come through and we had to draw them. You know, I just looked at it, you know, as that. How they look and what clothes they put on, or what they look like when they're, you know, when their shirt is off. I mean, it worked hand in hand, you know, from man to woman.
I think just breaking the standard, breaking the mold. Whether it's having tattoos, whether it's running a different style of offense. I want people to just look at me and say, one of the biggest things when I started playing was, well, you have tattoos. You don't dress the same way most quarterbacks do. To me, as long as I go out and play well, what I hear in my head is people telling me what I can't do, people telling me why I'm not gonna be successful. So for me, it's constantly trying to prove to those people that that's not true, that's wrong. And I wanna, every time I step on that field, I wanna go out there and show them that they're wrong.